Do I really have to be here? I know I promised that I would bring you into the city, but I didn't think you'd actually mean that you would bring me into the city. Mm. Well, no. I honestly thought that after you casted that high-level spell that I would just give you a map, some supplies, and then you'd be on your way. Well, I mean, you've seen my house. Why would I ever want to leave it? You can call me a hermit all you want. It doesn't mean that... Well, maybe it does mean I'm antisocial. But, I mean, the last time I appeared in a village, it got burned down. No, I didn't burn it down. I honestly don't know who burned it down, but... When did I visit the village? That's a good question. I don't remember how long ago it was. But regardless, you could have just come into the city without me. No, I don't dislike walking with you. It's just... Well, I'm pulling my hood down so people don't recognize me. Would I be recognized? I wouldn't know exactly, but, it's not like I committed any crime recently. Well, you could say a while ago I may or may not have stolen something extremely precious. So, I don't want to be recognized for the crime. What did I steal? um, Something I can't give back. No, I didn't break it. It's less of a thing and more of knowledge, if that makes sense. And the book it was kept in is no longer around. How long ago was that? Man, the city lights sure are bright, and there sure is a lot of people. A festival? Uh, is that why there's so many people? Have I ever been to a festival before? No, not that I can recall. I mean, I know about them because someone in my past told me about them, but I've never been. No, not even from where I grew up. Festivals weren't exactly a thing, where I grew up, so they're a novice idea. Well, no, I don't really have much to talk about. I mean, my area of expertise is magic, not exactly socializing. You don't have to keep calling me a shut-in, you know. Here, what's at that stall over there? Let's just go look. This is interesting. Of course I don't know what it is. I mean, I did just tell you I've never really been to a festival before. This is fairy floss? No. Fairy's teeth are way too small, and this looks big. This almost looks like the wool of a sheep. It's just the name? Well, why name it fairy's floss if it's not, something that can be used to floss a fairy's tooth? Uh, you don't have to spend your money to buy it. Okay, and you already did. You want me to have some? It's food? Well, I've never seen it before. How could I have possibly known it was food? I mean, it is colorful and it does smell sweet. Yes? Do you need something? You want me to open my mouth? Sure. Uh, mm, mm. It disappeared. Well, yeah, it was sweet, but it disappeared on my tongue. Where'd it go? Aren't you supposed to chew food? I didn't even have to chew. No, I liked it. Oh, it's just a sweet, like candy. This is a weird form for candy to have. No, it's not a bad thing. It's just a little surprising is all. This has been around for a while? Well, like I said, the place I grew up didn't exactly have stuff like fairy floss or festivals, so how was I supposed to know? Anyway, let's just continue on our journey, huh? Oh, I think there's a play over there. Well, of course I know what plays are. I mean, me and my sister would do plays all the time for each other. Yeah, I have a sister. Or, well, had. Yeah, me and her would get into all sorts of trouble. Like, she would always steal my food. And honestly, we butted heads a lot. We had two completely different ideals, truly. But she was always there for me if ever I needed help. And unfortunately, I was also quite the troublemaker back in our village. She would usually help take the blame for most of the crimes I would commit. If I had to describe our relationship today, I think people would call us as thick as thieves. She unfortunately passed away. People believed she committed the crime I did, and she was caught. And there was no order to punishment. So, let's move on, shall we? Let's go see the play, right? I actually don't think that we'll be able to get to the front of the play with all these people in the way. Looks like we came a little too late. I wonder what the play's about, though. Well, of course, I love a good story. I mean, have you seen the books in my house? How did I get books if I never leave? Well, left sometimes, right? I did tell you I went to a village. So I went there to buy those books. Yeah. That's yeah, I went to the village to buy books. And it got burned down, which is a shame. It was such a nice little place too. Right on the edge of the barrier. Anyway, do you perhaps know what the play's about? It's about the founding of this kingdom? I don't think that would be such an interesting tale to tell. Well, how about you give me a quick little recap, just in case? I think I've heard the book version, not the play version. It talks about how God set up the barrier and how the first king came into ruling after he banished the demon lord. Right. Well, that's a little different from what I know. Actually, a lot different. From what I know, the god actually banished humans from his protection because someone stole from him, and he then cursed that thief to look after the humans since they wanted his power so bad. At least that's the story I read about in the history books, of course. How old is the book? Oh, so old that it's crumbled and basically a pile of dust now. It crumbled whenever I was reading it, so I didn't get all of the details. Anyway, that play is so far from the truth, it's almost embarrassing. No, that's not how the barrier came to be at all. I said something about maintaining the barrier? When? Oh, you have such a sharp memory. Well, I guess you would have to have a good memory if you were to beat me at all. Well, from what I know, it's because the god cursed that individual to make the barrier to protect all of humankind. Their successor now has to help maintain the barrier. And I'm just maintaining the barrier is all. Instead of my teacher. I had a teacher? Why, of course I did. He was really kind. And he was really forgiving of a lot of my mistakes. You could almost call him my father. Almost. I mean, technically, I wasn't born from him. But even though he was very strict, he was kind. He was extremely kind. Though his punishments always came swiftly and brutally. He's a little bit of a terrifying figure. Could you meet him? Well, no, not exactly. I believe he actually departed from this world. Oh, we shouldn't be talking about the past. I mean, it's my first time in town, right? So I think we should go explore a little more. Thank you for letting go of the topic. So, after this little visit to the town, are you going to stay here? No. Why not? Where else would you go? I mean, I do know that there's other villages outside of the capital, but I mean, those are less protected, aren't they? Not that you need really any protection because of all the magic I've taught you, but still. You. Huh? You plan on returning with me? No, just a little surprised is all because. Well, I mean, nobody's ever chosen to return with me. Um, well, I mean, I've had a student or two in the past, but that was really by happenstance. And whenever they learned enough, they would just leave. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've taken in a student. So it's just a little surprising, is all, that you decided that you wanted to return. No, not that I'm against it or anything. It's just shocking, is all. I would actually really like it if you returned back to the cottage with me. That doesn't mean that I'm going to make trips outside frequently. You can do that on your own. Well, no, it's not like the outside world is so bad. And honestly, this festival is very lively. It's actually kind of fun. But I just don't think I should, is all. I mean, it's not like I'll never come back. I mean, as long as you're by my side, right? If you come along with me to my rare trips out to different villages in the capital, I could see myself getting out a little bit more. Though I'm not going to make a habit of it. Does that sound okay? I'm glad. So, my dear pupil, or, is it right to still call you my student? Well, it's because I would say you've graduated at this point. I mean, you're already strong enough to stand on your 2 feet. So, you don't mind being called my student still? I could still teach you a lot. Well, if you are willing to be bored to tears by history, I'm more than willing to talk your ear off. But we can save that for a later date. Let's enjoy the rest of the festival and go home together.